Have you ever felt exhausted for no clear reason? Like life keeps moving forward, but your body stayed behind, frozen in that moment when something broke. Maybe you don't remember it, but your breath does. Your muscles know it. Your bones scream it. The pain you feel isn't always a symptom. Sometimes, it's a living memory. A story not told with words, silently vibrating inside you. That knot in your stomach, that clenched jaw when you wake up, they're not random. They're signals. They're messages. The body is the last refuge of trauma, and also the first to ask for help. Today, I want you to explore a new truth. Your body is not your enemy. It's the guardian of your deepest truth. And what feels like fatigue or anxiety today might just be a wound that never got permission to speak. Modern science confirms it. Trauma doesn't just live in the mind. It settles in the nervous system. And it stays there, quietly sounding alarms that no amount of positive thinking can silence. You breathe shallow, even when there's no danger. Your shoulders are tense, even when everything's calm. Your body still thinks it's at war. And it's not because you're weak. It's because for years, you taught it to stay quiet, to push through, to move on without looking back. But what if the exhaustion you feel isn't laziness, but your body's silent cry, asking to be heard for the first time? Stay until the end of this video and discover how to turn that pain into presence, into power, into peace. And if this message resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, because this channel is a space to heal from the inside out. Today, you can start listening, because your body isn't asking for punishment or discipline. My feet got cold when I remembered my ex. My throat closed up when someone interrupted me. That journal isn't trivial. It's emotional cartography. It's your map back to yourself. 11. Spontaneous movement. Play soft music. Close your eyes. Let your body move. Without choreography. Without form. Let it speak. Spin, crawl, tremble, roll, stretch, vibrate. Don't judge it. Don't explain it. Just move, as if every gesture were a prayer. Symptoms as messengers. And if the body gets sick, can we really see it as punishment? No. It's a request. A heightened language. The body doesn't attack. The body warns. That irritable bowel. That muscle knot. That ringing in your ears. That unexplained fatigue. It's all a hidden poem that says, I'm holding more than I can bear. And you can learn to translate it. Real cases that illuminate. Elena, for example, had bruxism since she was 16. Dentists told her it was stress. But nothing helped. Until, in a bodywork therapy, she saw herself as a child witnessing a violent fight between her parents. She felt how that night, she clenched her jaw to avoid screaming. Her jaw wasn't broken. It was just trying not to betray a frozen scream. And when she named it, when she felt it, her body let go. Carlos, on the other hand, suffered from constant back pain. He had tried physical therapy, acupuncture, medications. Nothing worked. Until, in a somatic session, he felt his father's presence behind him. Hard. Unyielding. Always demanding more. His back wasn't sick. It was carrying the expectations of generations. Honoring the body is not ego. It is devotion. It's no longer just about eating well or working out. It's about living embodied. Present. In your breath. In your skin. In your truth. You can't keep living only from your head. Your soul came into your body for a reason. To experience. To feel. To touch life with every pore. And that too is spirituality. The body as oracle. Sometimes you don't need more advice. You just need to place your hand on your belly. Close your eyes. And ask yourself, does this expand me or contract me? The body responds. Always. Before the intellect. Before logic. Not because it's irrational, but because it's wise in another language. Final words, that might be beginnings. If something inside you stirred while reading this, don't ignore it. That subtle vibration, that not appearing, that tear welling up for no clear reason. It's a flower blooming in the middle of winter. You are not alone. Millions of bodies walk this world carrying untold memories. But you are remembering. You are returning. And that is enough for today. Don't rush it. Don't demand to be new by tomorrow. Just follow the thread. That small thread leading you back to your center. Because healing isn't about arriving anywhere. It's about coming home. And your home has always been this body. Your imperfect body. Your tired body. Your wise body. That never abandoned you. It was only waiting for this moment. This now. This reunion. And if today you're wondering where to go from here, the answer is simple, though not always easy. Start where you are. With that body you might not yet understand. With that emotion you don't yet know how to name. With that fatigue that doesn't seem to leave. You don't need to have read all the books. Or taken all the courses. You just need to be present. Because the greatest truth is not found in theories, but in intimacy with yourself. Transformation doesn't happen when you understand your story. It happens when you feel it, honor it, and allow yourself to live something different. Today, your body doesn't need to be fixed. It needs to be honored as the living archive of your soul. What happens when you start inhabiting yourself? Something very simple and very sacred. You begin to let go of the mask you built to survive, and allow your truest, rawest, most vulnerable self to emerge. Yes, that part of you that doesn't need to impress anyone. That part that doesn't care about likes or applause. That part that only wants to live in peace within itself. No more pretending everything is fine. No more running toward the future to avoid looking at the past. No more ignoring the signs your body gives you like love letters written in the language of biology. You are here to awaken your own inner language. Breath, the forgotten bridge. If there's one practice that can accompany you every day, at every moment, requiring no tools or rituals, it's this. Breathing, but not automatic breathing. Conscious breathing. Do it now. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out more slowly. Feel how the air doesn't just enter your lungs, but also creates space in your soul. Conscious breathing connects you with something that has always been with you. It is the most primal language, the first act of life, and also the most powerful. Breathe. And every time you do, silently say, I am here. I am safe. I am in me. Because every deep breath is a declaration of presence. A reminder that you are no longer running from yourself. And what about pain? Don't ignore it. Don't cover it up. Don't push it away again. Come closer. Listen to it. Give it a seat at the table. Emotional pain, when ignored, becomes a permanent guest in the body. But when you look it in the eyes, when you feel it without judgment, when you embrace it as part of your story, then pain can transform. Not into instant joy, but into freedom. Because pain that is felt is released. And pain that is denied stays. The art of holding yourself. Who held you when you were little? Who held you when you cried in silence? Who hugged you when you didn't know how to explain what you felt? Maybe the answer is no one. And that hurts. But today, you have the chance to become that presence for yourself. To become the refuge you never had. And it's not about being strong all the time. It's about being gentle with yourself. Being the adult who walks into your own heart and says, I don't understand everything you're feeling, but I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. That's called emotional reparenting. It's teaching yourself that you are no longer alone. That now you can care for yourself, speak to yourself kindly, respect yourself, even in the middle of chaos. The body as a spiritual compass. For centuries, the body was excluded from spirituality. It was seen as sin, obstacle, prison of the soul. But nothing could be further from the truth. Your body is not your enemy. It's a temple, a vessel of wisdom, a channel of revelation. God didn't give you a body for you to reject it. God gave it to you so you could live in it, so you could discover, through it, the mysteries of life. Want to know if something is right for you? Don't ask your mind first. Ask your gut. Does it expand or contract? Do you breathe more deeply or shrink back? Your body knows, and that knowing is sacred. Healing is not a destination, it's a daily practice. There will be days when you feel progress, others, setbacks, some days, just silence. And all of that is part of the process. Healing is not a straight line. It's a spiral. You revisit old wounds, but from new levels of awareness. And every time you do, you release another deeper layer. Every time you do, you come closer to yourself. Don't rush it. Don't compare. Don't pressure yourself to get somewhere. Just presence. Just breathe. Just stay. New practices to deepen your connection with yourself. 12. Grounding visualization. Imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet, connecting you to the earth. Feel how they hold you, how they nourish you. I belong here. I am part of life. To be grounded is not to cling. It's to remember that you have a place in this world. 13. Compassionate self-talk. Change your inner dialogue. From, why is this happening to me again? To, what is asking to be seen now? The words you speak to yourself are vibrations. And those vibrations shape your biology. Speaking to yourself with love is medicine. 14. Sound bath. Listen to healing frequencies, like 432 Hz or 528 Hz. Let the vibrations move through your body. Don't analyze. Just receive. Every cell responds to sound. It's like singing a lullaby to your nervous system. 15. Internal safe space. Close your eyes. Visualize a place where you feel at peace. Maybe a forest, a beach, a warm room. Visit it every day. That place becomes your inner home. And when the world feels chaotic, you can return to it from within. Because in the end, healing is coming home. Not to a physical house, but to your center. To that space inside you where there is no judgment, only presence. Where there is no rush, only breath. Where there are no masks, only you. That is the greatest act of love. And the most revolutionary. Because in a world that asks you to disconnect, to produce, to race, you are choosing to feel. And to feel is to come back to life. The body will remember. Some days, you'll forget all of this. And that's okay. You'll feel tense again. You'll judge yourself. You'll think you've gone backward. But then, one ordinary day, without even realizing it, your body will remember for you. It will remember to breathe. It will remember to pause before exploding. It will remember how to speak kindly to itself. And you'll understand, there was transformation. It was worth it. Today, the journey continues. Not in a rush. Not with rigid goals. But with curiosity. Like someone exploring a sacred temple for the first time. Like someone returning to the body not as a battlefield, but as a sanctuary. And if you take anything from all of this, let it be this. You are not broken. You are just very strong for too long. And today, you are finally allowing yourself to feel. No quick fixes. What the body really wants is presence. The ancients knew this. In Egypt, healing temples started with the body, not the soul. Because they understood you can't reach the divine if your physical doors are blocked. The throat, for example, was a symbol of creative power. The coccyx, a bridge between spirit and matter. Hermes taught that there's no spiritual evolution without somatic integration. The body was the first writing tablet. Every muscle, a record. Every tension, a sign. And until you learn that language, you'll keep manifesting from fear, from defense. What I'm sharing today is more than information. It's a hidden map that connects your emotions, your body, and your destiny. Because repeating affirmations doesn't work if your body is still vibrating in survival mode. Want to heal? Start by feeling. Not with your mind, but with the silence between your heartbeats. Psychiatrist Bessel van der Kolk proved it. A traumatized body behaves as if the danger never ended. And Peter Levine observed how animals, after trauma, shake, they release. But we humans, we suppress, we freeze. And when that energy doesn't get released, it becomes illness. Today, even epigenetics confirms that trauma isn't just stored. It's inherited. It affects the genes we turn on or off. Your body is carrying the past into the present. But not all is lost, because the body is also a portal for transformation. Here are a few techniques to begin your journey back to yourself. But the body does see it. Every night, every morning, every time your back hurts for no reason, every time insomnia comes back, every time you snap over something that seemed small. That's not really you. That's your body saying, I can't carry this unread file anymore. And this is where real healing begins. When you stop fighting yourself and start having a conversation with your body. Trauma isn't what happened. It's what stayed inside when you couldn't process it. You may not always remember the moment, but your nervous system does. Because when something was too much too soon too fast, your system did what it had to do to survive. But surviving is not the same as healing. Maybe you spent decades functioning, smiling, performing, but deep inside there was a child guarding the door. Always on alert. Always bracing for the next blow, the next disappointment. Because trauma doesn't heal through thinking. It heals through presence, through love, through touching the parts you've avoided for years. Healing doesn't mean erasing. It means reconciling. It means looking at the memory, the tension, the emotion, and telling it, I don't need you to protect me anymore. Thank you for what you did to keep me safe. But now I'm ready to live, not just survive. Because behind trauma, there's something else. A life force that wants to move. A vital energy that didn't die. It just froze. And now it's your turn to thaw it. Gently, tenderly, without pressure, without expectations. The body as sacred ground. Few people told us this. But your body isn't just flesh. It's history. It's alchemy. Each organ vibrates at its own frequency. Each part of you stores a different emotion. Traditional Chinese medicine has known this for centuries. The liver holds unspoken anger. The lungs carry deep grief. The stomach doesn't just digest food, it digests choices. And the heart doesn't just beat, it talks to every cell about what's safe to love. Did you know that? Your body is wise. Your body is ancient. And you are just beginning to listen. Memories stored in the flesh. When someone hugs you and you suddenly want to cry for no reason. When a certain song breaks something open in your chest. When a smell takes you back to a place you can't quite name. That's also your body. You're not crazy. You're not broken. You're simply remembering deep down. There's a language that only lives there. In the folds of your most intimate embodiment. A language that doesn't shout. Doesn't argue. Doesn't reason. It simply feels. It simply vibrates. New practices for a conscious body. Today I want to invite you to explore your healing journey more deeply. These aren't magic recipes. They're keys, symbols, bridges to that inner space where your truth lives. 8 Restorative touch. Place your hands on yourself like the hands of a wise mother. No judgment, no rush, just presence. Start with your heart, then your belly, then your face, and just breathe there. You're rewriting a story. You're saying with your touch, I'm here for you now. 9 Sacred trembling. Let your body shake. Don't stop it. Don't analyze it. If you feel vibrations during meditation, if your legs twitch, your hands tingle, let it happen. Like the animals do. Like the ancients did. You're releasing the load. You're transmuting energy. Tend the body journal. Each night before bed. Don't write what you think. Write what you physically feel. Example: today I felt tightness in my chest after talking to my boss.